All right, we are live. We are live. I just wanted to hop on here, guys. Finished up some work. Actually, there's still some work that I have to do, but I'm putting it off to the side because I want to have some fun here. And it's funny because me hopping on live streams is apparently fun when it's not supposed to be. But I work all day, so at times I just want to hop on here. And also, I wanted to update you guys on the journey so far. And I have a lot of big things that I did this week that scare me, which is a good thing. I need more things that scare me in life to grow as a person. And for you guys that don't know, this is actually my bedroom. It's a bit messy right now, but this is where I am doing all of my work currently. And in December, I will be going to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, which is a beautiful place. I've seen a lot of pictures, and I am very excited to go. And all thanks to a digital marketing agency. I know that sounds cliche, but I thought the same thing. I was like, nah, like that's not true. Like these guys had to get money handed to them, or they had to get money from their parents or things of that nature. And that's what I thought. And then when I realized that no, when you actually build a successful social media marketing agency, you have the luxury to travel and do work where you want to do work. If I wanted to do work in this bedroom for 20 plus years, I could do that, but I'd much rather be in a different country and get to experience that culture. So that's why we are going. It's not just myself, but the whole team will be going out in December. They will be staying down there for about 3 weeks, and I will be staying down there for 2 months at least. If I like it there, I might stay there for the rest of my life. But I wanted to hop on here, and the title of this live stream is, I believe it's going to be my journey to a 7-figure agency. And the reason for that title is because I have just joined a coaching program that was pretty pricey, but there's, you gotta spend money to make money, right? But this agency or this coaching program is called 7-Figure Agency. And it's ran by a person that I really look up to, and his name is Joel Kaplan. And it's just a great coaching program. The way they have everything set up, you can tell they care for their students and they care for your success. And that's why I'm very excited to grow my business to 7 figures. And that to me sounds crazy, but also very, very possible. And if there's something that I've proved to myself and our team has proved to themselves, is that this is possible. And that if we set goals and we take the right actions towards those goals, that we will accomplish that. And that's, besides everything else, that's something that I am very, very grateful for and have started to really appreciate is the fact that our team is able to set goals and accomplish them. And even for my own life, right? Even having my own personal goals, being able to set goals and then see us accomplish those goals, to me, that is one of the most, if not the most fulfilling thing ever. Because it's like, you don't even have the thing built out, right? If it's a thing that you want, or you don't even have this thing achieved if it's a goal that you have in mind, right? Whether you're starting your marketing agency, you want to get to 10,000, right? That's like the mark that everyone wants to get to when they're first starting off, and you're at 0. The fact that you can set a goal to hit 10,000 a month and not even have anything to prove, and then 2 months from now, 3 months from now, you get to that 10,000 mark. That is the most fulfilling thing that I've seen. And for you guys to get this, right? One of the things, let me just say this real quick. One of the things that I want to represent in this channel is transparency, authenticity, and inspiration. Those are 3 things that I want to relay in this channel. And there's a lot more, but when I came down to the core values, the core ethics that I want to hold and establish within this channel, is to be honest with you guys. And if that means pulling up my bank account to show you where I started on my entrepreneurship journey and path, then I will do that. Because if I can inspire you guys to know that I started from maybe negative 300, probably even more with a lot of debt that I was able to pay off. But I was in a bad spot financially. I mean, there's nothing worse than debt. It's not even like we're starting at zero. We're starting at debt. That is below zero. That is, well, depending on how much debt you have. But my point being is, guys, I did not have a rich family. I was not born into money, right? Into a lavish lifestyle. I was not born into any of that. And I still don't have those things around me. I quite frankly, I don't care. But I want to inspire you guys and tell you guys that I started from zero. And that not only goes for financial, right, entrepreneurship, business, but that goes for myself as a person. I used to be depressed. I used to be anxious. I wouldn't even think about hopping in front of a camera and going live on YouTube. That to me would have scared the living shit out of me. Right? That would have scared the living shit out of me. Hopping on calls with business owners on a daily basis would have scared the shit out of me. It stopped me. It did stop me when I was first starting my agency. That stopped me from landing any clients. Is I was too scared to talk to clients. And if you're too scared to talk to clients, of course you're not going to close any clients. And it makes sense to me looking back now that the reason why I was at maybe 500 or 1,000 with my digital marketing agency back when I first started outside of high school, I realize now looking back that the reason why I was at that amount was because I didn't grow myself as a person. And so I'm not here to brag. I am not here to rub it into you guys. I'm here to just share my journey and what I believe is true. And when I tell you guys that when I first started this channel right outside of high school, or while I was in high school, actually, I started this channel and I told you guys that I wanted to share my journey from being depressed, from being anxious, from being broke, from being this part of me that felt as if I could get more, but I wasn't doing more, to now hitting personal goals in my life, not just financially, but socially, personally, physically, mentally. I feel like a different person. I truly do. And it's the weirdest thing to explain. And there's still a lot of growth to be done. But I'm just a lot more disciplined. I have a routine. I have things that I value in life. Financially, I am doing great. Not great, but I'm doing good compared to other people. There's always what's great in terms of financially, but business wise, we're growing at a very fast pace. And so this channel, me hopping on these live streams, me recording videos, will really be to show people and to inspire people, to motivate people that if you are in a situation in life right now and you are not happy with your situation, you do not have to stay in that situation. You are the only person that will get yourself out of that situation, that will change yourself as a person. No one else can change that. Even if you brought on a millionaire or somebody that you really look up to, and they were with you every day, but at the end of the day, if you do not want to change and you don't put in the work, they can't do anything for you. And that was one of the biggest realizations I had. I always looked up to these mentor figures and these YouTube channels that I always watched, and I always went to them for growth and change. And I realized that I was just consuming a lot of knowledge, and it was great knowledge. But if I am not the person that can apply it, if I have not changed myself as a person that can take action on things, then that information is basically useless. And I really believe that, guys. Even if you are watching my videos right now and you do not take action on anything I say, I do not want you to watch these videos. I want you guys to grow as a person. And the only way that you can do that is to go out and do what you say you're going to do. Live up to those promises that you made to yourself. When I had that realization, when I took that seriously, things changed. Things clicked. And it's scary. It is scary at first. When I first got into, or when I was getting into digital marketing, I have already started my agency and I had the opportunity to go out to California to work in a startup company with a digital marketing agency with about 6 other guys. And I had the opportunity to move out to California. And before I made that decision, I remember being in my room at my parents' house and thinking if this was the right option. And I was scared. I wasn't guaranteed money. We were told that we would have to work for free. And he sold us on a vision that um, we'll be learning. And, not to get off topic here, but if you ever have anybody that tries to sell you experience or knowledge to have you work for them and saying that they don't have to pay you because you'll be learning a lot, they are filled with bullshit. And I still believe that it's true to an extent, but there has to be some sort of pay. And when I tell you guys I went out to California and we didn't get paid a dime for months on end, I mean that. I mean that. We were struggling. I don't even know how we ate food sometimes. We would have to get bread and peanut butter and we would have to eat that. And it was hard times, right? But my point being is, before I left for California, I had a real conversation with myself, and I asked myself, who do I want to be in a couple of years from now? Who do I want to be in a couple of years now? And I thought to myself, I was like, if I make this decision to go out to California, do I think that I will move closer to that person that I want to become? And I had this inner side of me that said, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. And when I made that decision, I can feel it now, right? Just talking about it. But I remember like my heart is beating and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move out to California. I'm gonna be a part of a startup company. I'm gonna grow as a person. I'm gonna push myself and I'm gonna become my best possible version of myself. And I remember going up to my parents, and honestly, that was the only thing that I was scared of, is going to my parents and telling them that I was leaving. Like, with no notice, guys. I literally got this job offer. And then the day of, I told my parents I was going to leave for California. And they had no idea. I had no idea. And for people that get once you guys get to know me, I am a very impulsive guy. If I want to make a decision, I make it on the spot. Right? Same thing with me. Go to Mexico. I thought of the idea, and I was like, that day I was like to the team, you guys want to go to Mexico? Okay, let's find an Airbnb. I like this Airbnb. Let's get it. And we got it for the entire month. So I always had that part of me. But I remember going to my parents, and I was so scared. I was going to be like, 20. I was 20 at the time. And I had to go to my parents and say, guys, I know you have no idea. Okay. And they knew it was serious. When I came out to them and I was like, Mom, Dad, can I talk to you guys? And I never say that. Unless I got a DUI or unless I got arrested by the cops. That's the conversation I would have before. But so they thought something, oh my God, Caleb got a DUI or Caleb got caught with whatever. Right. And this was back then, guys. I was a bad kid back then. So they're all scared. They're like, oh my God. And then I tell them, I'm like, Mom, Dad, I love you guys, but I'm moving to California. And they're like, what do you mean, Caleb? In Korean, they're like, Mo? And then I was like, yep. I was like, Mom, Dad, I think this is the best decision for me. I thought about it a lot. And they probably thought I thought about it for weeks, but I honestly just thought about it for 2 hours. But I wanted to make them think that I went over it, thought about it, and then came to them. So I was like, yeah, I thought about it for a long time now. And I just got this great opportunity to work out in California. And I'm going to go. And they're like, okay, like, is this in a couple of months? Is this next year? And I said, Mom, Dad, I'm leaving in a week and a half. And a part of me, when I said that, and they gave me their response, they said, okay, Caleb, like, we believe in you, we trust in you. But I could tell that the look of their eye, they were scared. And as parents, if you had a kid that came up to you and said that they're leaving for California out of nowhere, fuck yeah, you should be scared. And I remember telling to myself, I told him, and I was like, oh God, thank God. I told everybody, okay, cool. Because that was the biggest thing for me, right? I was still like living at my parents' house. It was a big move. But I remember going back to my room, and I was like, I have to prove myself. If I go out to California, if I come back, I have to prove to my parents that this was the right decision, that I made the right decision. And I think I just caught a freaking gnat on my forehead. And California was a big, big experience for me. I went out there and I slept in a room, guys. I slept in a size this big, maybe a bit bigger, a couple square feet bigger than this. 6 guys. And the crazy thing is, guys, we didn't have any beds. We slept on the floor. And I am not lying to you guys. If my boys from California are watching this video, they can vouch for me right now. We slept on this damn floor. We slept on the floor. Yeah, sounds like Cali in New York, right? What's going on, Jamaica? We slept on the floor, and those were one of the hardest moments of our lives because we were working long hours. We were sleeping on the damn floor. We had no food. We had no income. We had no social life. We had no real connection with the team. We had a leader that wasn't a leader. I don't even know why I was calling him a leader. He was somebody that could talk the talk but couldn't walk the walk. And it was just blinding for everyone. And eventually with, the guy that runs the company, if he doesn't walk the walk or walk the talk, the company's going to fall to shit. And what do you think happened? 9 months into it, I was the last one that left. I was the last one. I said something about me because of the fact that I told my parents that I wouldn't come back unless I am a successful person. That part of me stayed. When 6 other people were like, all right, peace out. I'm leaving this company. I know this is a startup company. I'm leaving. They left the next day. They packed their bags, left. I was like, oh shit. What am I going to do now? And so I ended up living at that guy's, the CEO's company, his house, for another 3 months trying to figure this shit out. Because I was like, there is no way I'm going back to home without being successful. And I stayed and I worked my ass off, and I worked for at least 9 to 10 months of just straight grit work. And I was slaving. I was doing so much work and getting paid $0 for that, guys. Think about that. $0. Because I believed in the model. We just didn't have the right people. And so I came back to home and I was upset. I was dismotivated. I was frustrated. But that moment when I came back, I had a fire under my ass to find something out. And I still didn't figure it out when I got back, immediately when I got back. But something did change when I came back. And honestly, I look back in California, it wasn't a bad decision. I learned a lot of things. Even if it was a hard time, I grew as a person. And even if I had people screw me over or I had other people screw me over, it made me learn more things. And it gave me more experiences under my belt. And that's what I think is so important. And that's why I wanted to hop on here and tell you guys that experience and taking action is the most important thing. Because even if in your eyes it's not a success, deep down, if you went through some sort of hardship, it is still a success. Yes, I went 9 months giving it all and no results. I am not lying, guys. And before this, if you guys look at my YouTube channel, I posted content 3 days a week for a long time, at least 6 months of that consistently, with getting 0 views on every single video for months on end and having 5 subscribers at most, months on end. And it was a hard time. And so just wanted to hop on here, guys, and let you guys know that experience is key, and do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Please, please, please. There's one thing that I want to inspire you guys to do is, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, and you have a standard for yourself, to not give up. And I am grateful for every single one of you guys that watch my videos, because I have the opportunity to be able to relay that information, to be able to give you guys inspiration to not give up. And honestly, it's a crazy time that we live in now with internet and the way that we're able to reach out to people. I think it's so fascinating, and I'm grateful that I'm able to reach people in different countries and in different states, and be able to inspire, motivate, help people. Like when I get messages on Instagram or on YouTube saying that I've helped them with their mindset, or that I have been very inspirational and motivational for them, or that I helped them get out of a dark time, that gives me so much gratitude and makes me feel as if this is my mission. And I truly do believe that my mission is to help other people. I don't know exactly how, right? Or whether that avenue is going to be through mental health or self-improvement or through business. But I know that from a very young age, I always had that part of me that wanted to help people. I always wanted to, I enjoyed seeing people strive. I enjoyed seeing other people do well for themselves. And that's why I started this channel in the first place. And on that note, guys, if you have been watching my video or watching this live stream or up to this point, I thank you very much for letting me relay this information and the things I wanted to say. I hope that you guys get inspiration and motivation from these videos. And I truly want to see, I truly believe that everyone can succeed in life, and that they just need the right guidance, and they just need to believe in themselves, and they just need to never, never give up and keep going towards their dreams. Thank you, guys. I will be on a live stream on Sunday at 9 a.m. Or actually, yeah, Sunday, sometime in the morning, I will be going live. And so if you guys want to tune in on that time, you're more than welcome to. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and signing out. Peace.